Hello everybody, my name's Eric, and I was randomly scrolling YouTube when I saw Voice Critical himself post huge Minecraft YouTuber arrested. This one was 100% true, and my heart sank when it was
Minecraft YouTuber named
PopularMMOs.
Hey, wake up, man. I don't got all day for you. Wake up. Wake your ass up.
I'm an OG Minecraft YouTuber watcher, bro. I watched PopularMMOs growing up, Sunday all up. I saw the breakup of Jen and everything, and I saw some of these, like one of these quotes. Jen always started with the unlucky lucky blocks, and Pat always opened his lucky ones first and finished with the unlucky ones. Seeing this guy spiral down, we're gonna react to this video right now. I only watched like the first 30 seconds.
Look on what?
Like you're crying.
Yeah, this neck like palm stuff. No, I'm about to get face.
You won't believe who it is, Sarge. Who is it? It's YouTube boy.
It's
It's
YouTube
really sad
boy.
to see someone spiral like this.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a really bad call.
So I'm gonna be reacting to this video,
the cops, especially in the
and I'll give
condition
my thoughts
he was in.
afterwards.
He was way too fucking
If
hammered.
I have
He was in
any.
a different dimension. He had left the corporeal realm. So when he tried to run away, it was in slow motion. He was looking like a claymation out there at 5 frames per second.
Damn.
So not the best
So,
call there for sure.
first he breaks
One thing
up,
I found really weird about
which was
this,
weird
and you see it a bit at
because
the end of the Sizzler reel where the officer
broke up
goes,
with his wife
"It's
over
YouTube boy,"
trivial
sounding like
matters.
the owl from the "How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop" commercial. Is that
And
these
yeah,
officers
honestly,
seem
these
to
officers
fucking
were-
hate the idea
these
of
cops were
YouTube as a
disrespectful.
career. Like, it's not something Popular MMOs himself brought up where he was like,
man,
you know, dusting his shoulder.
he went to
up.
jail
"Yeah, I'm a
once,
YouTuber. You
broke
can let me
up,
go
had
now.
multiple
Yeah, I'm a big deal."
scandals,
You know, squeezing on his own nipples or anything.
lawsuits.
He
Oh
didn't
my
bring it up.
God.
They found out, and then they start making fun of him for it, and just kind of
Then
insulting
Pat was
it.
found
They were just
basically
bullying
drunk or
him
high.
for YouTubing, like being a
And he tried to
YouTuber. I
run
half
from the
expected
cops
them to
while drunk and
take him to
high.
a toilet and give him a swirly, or like an atomic wedgie while
Let's see
calling
what
him a
else
dork.
happens.
On March 20th, 2024, officers in Jacksonville, Florida receive reports of a man sleeping on a residential street. What they don't expect is to find one of YouTube's most popular former stars, who turns a simple wellness check into a chaotic encounter, leaving another mark on an already unraveling legacy.
God damn it, man.
Again.
You can Minecraft that.
What?
What? That doesn't even
Exactly.
make sense. He can Minecraft that.
That's just disrespectful.
What tarnation kind of hogwash.
You're just trying to be
If you're
disrespectful.
gonna try and come in here with your, you know, huge quip at the end, at least have it be something sensible. We're Ender dragging his ass to the slammer, or something like
Ender
that.
dragging his ass.
Better than this garbage,
That was
because this
pretty
was nothing. This was literally.
Hi there. I just came home from picking my sister up at the airport, and there's a man kind of laying in the road.
Any drinking, drugs, weapons involved that you know of?
I do not know.
Do you think he's trying to harm himself?
I think he might be dead, or I don't
He's
know.
obviously sleeping, bro. If you live in the flippin' hood that I'm living in, you see homeless people on a daily basis. What do you mean you're calling the cops? No one does that where I'm at. It's second nature. It's second nature where I'm from. I guess they're in like a more high
An
class.
officer arrives to find
middle
a man
class
lying on the pavement
society
beneath
where
a street light,
if you see
dressed
someone
only in
sleeping on the
shorts and a
streets, you call
t-shirt
cops, I
despite the
guess.
chilly 45-degree weather.
So 911 received this call from a concerned citizen expressing that they
Concerned
thought
citizen.
this person might be dead. I half expected them to roll up and encounter a Peter Griffin death pose, but that was not
The
the
Yamcha
case.
pose?
He looks like he was sleeping peaceful as fuck. He is
Yeah.
sleeping like an angel right now. He looks comfortable. I am actually jealous of like how soundly this man is sleeping on the concrete.
Hey, buddy. Hey. Hey, sheriff's office. Do you live here? Huh? Hey, wake up, man.
Why are you waking him up?
Wake up. Wake your ass up.
You had a bit too much drink tonight, man? You're good?
You live here?
Where do you live?
You'll see what some of these.
I can't hear you, man.
I had a lot of sales roles left, sorry.
You had a lot of what?
See some girls.
He is really hammered, obviously.
So he's
his
drunk
voice
and
is really
sleeping.
deep and like really gravelly right now, so he almost sounds like Jigsaw. If Jigsaw was sculling Fireball. Almost sounds like he's casting some kind of spell sometimes.
All right, well, hurry up, bro, because you're about to be going to jail.
I'm going to jail.
Jail for
Yeah,
what?
you're sleeping on the ground.
That means you go to jail? In what country?
I just wanted to come over to make sure I was good, that's all.
You sleep on the streets, you go to jail? My bad. Let's...
Oof.
Oh my... You're about to piss me off, bro. You're about to piss me off. Let us just all... Let's just... Flippin' arrest all the homeless people, I guess. That's what we do around here in Vancouver, downtown east side. With the highest unemployment, highest homeless rate in all of North America.
That's all they did. Somebody dropped you off here? Yeah, they dropped me off here, yeah.
You need rescue to come check you out?
No, I'm actually fine. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, can you call Uber or somebody to come get you? Because you're in this condition, you're not even safe to walk.
Just
They were talking to him for like 45 seconds while he was trying to like recombobulate himself back to reality and, you know, get the sleepies out of his eyes and snap back to it. One of the officers like kind of threatens that he's going to go to jail if he doesn't like hurry up. So then he stands up, he explains that he was there drinking with friends.
Can't you get arrested for threatening to put someone in jail?
Get a friend to come over and take you home.
That's breaking some laws.
You're in no shape to walk. Also,
at least in Canada, you're
nowhere near home. It's not even walking distance, even if you're like the fastest fucking power walker in the world.
Pat? What's your last name, Mr. Pat?
Julian L.
Can you spell that for me?
Better known as Pat, 35-year-old Patrick Thomas Julianelle is the creator behind the massively successful YouTube channel, PopularMMOs.
Oh, no, it's dead.
Dead?
Yeah, that's what it's saying, is like that little battery alert you're getting.
Yeah.
That means it's dead. You need to charge it.
Now, one of the officers must have recognized that at the time, because then it gets brought up about him being a YouTube star a lot. So the problem is his phone's dead, which is why he doesn't have an Uber or a friend to call. Would also explain why he's walking home and then eventually, you know, passed out on the sidewalk. So what the officers say is that they can charge his phone and he can wait in the car while he, you know, warms up, because it's cold out. Like, he's dressed like it's spring break, but it's actually pretty cold. 45 degrees in Florida, that might as well be -5 everywhere else in the world. It's tough down here when it gets below 60. So, like, he's not in proper attire for that. 45-degree weather here, you're layered up in 5 different wool coats, you know what I mean? So the officer offers the car for it, and then that's where things go tits up.
I don't really feel like getting arrested.
Yeah, you're sleeping on the ground.
Yeah, no.
Multiple people are calling it in. Their person might be dead. You want to sit inside the car. It's nice and warm.
I just don't want to go to jail again.
Pat is no stranger to the justice system. On May 16, 2021, he was arrested on charges of domestic battery causing bodily harm, but the case was later dropped. According to multiple news reports at the time, Julianelle posted a statement on Twitter shortly after the incident that has since been deleted, claiming the accusations were false.
I vaguely remember bits and pieces of that story.
I stopped caring about the PopularMMOs drama.
Little tiddlywinks of the details.
Everything went
there,
downhill after the divorce.
It's brought up here because Pat made a mention about not wanting to go to jail again, so I guess EW followed up with what the previous time was, so they mention it here.
Place your bag on top of my hood. I just got to pat you down before you go inside my car. Place your phone right there.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, just before you get into my car, I just need to make sure you're not gonna like.
You don't have no weapons.
No weapons, no
nothing. You don't have
nothing.
anything on your bag that should be worried of. Any drugs or anything. Huh?
You have some C4 in your bag.
Do you mind if I search your bag real quick?
Officers allow Pat to warm up in the back of the...
A random homeless guy on the street. Yeah, you mind if I search your bag before you get in my car, just in case you like commit arson.
The cruiser, while his phone charges in the front seat.
This pissed me off,
The
honestly.
officer gives him some pats for Patrick and then invites him into the back of the vehicle to warm up, but not before
These
asking
police
if he
officers
can
have never
search
done
his bag,
anything productive
which
or
Pat
contribute
gives them
anything to
consent
society,
to
apparently.
do. Big blunder here. He got put in the scholar's mate because they find
Seeing how these
marijuana and
cops are
alcohol
treating
in his bag.
Pat
The alcohol's
just makes
not
me
a problem,
so
but
sad.
The marijuana
Not for sad,
was.
but for society.
I'm guessing he forgot it
for
was
these
there,
police
or he
officers.
was just so intoxicated he
Like, what
didn't
the hell?
really know what he was agreeing to, but that's about to change everything.
Weed and a ton of Fireball. Homie is messed up. That's why I asked. I knew. I knew. He spelled his own last name wrong.
What's his name?
Yeah, so they checked his inventory here. They found substances they weren't super happy to find, or maybe
Damn.
they were happy to find. He seems to be like celebrating it. And then one of the officers mentions he spelled his own last name wrong, which he's extremely
He's
fucked
high.
up. It's not super surprising.
He's drunk
it's just
as
really
fuck.
sad. This is a guy who has a history of struggling with substance abuse, as I understand it. I'm not super familiar with popular MMOs.
I don't know either.
As most of you know, I'm not the biggest Minecraft enthusiast. Like, I understand why it's like the most popular game ever. I just never got into it to that level. But from what I understand, he does have a history of struggling with this addiction. And now that the officers have found the marijuana on his person, they are going to be taking him into custody. But not before one of the officers wants to make sure that this is the YouTuber he thinks it is.
The other confirms his suspicions that Pat is indeed the well-known YouTube star.
Hey, quick question for you. Did you used to play Xbox or anything like that?
Not Xbox. I never played Xbox.
You didn't have like a YouTube channel?
YouTube, yeah, but not Xbox.
What was the YouTube channel about?
Video games.
What type of video games?
Minecraft.
Minecraft? Oh, okay. All right. Thank
Oh,
you.
you're that guy.
Minecraft YouTubing. Yep. That's an additional charge, buddy.
That's
It was
additional
just gonna be
charge.
drugs, but now we gotta charge you with cringe as well. Now that the cat's out of the bag, they start calling him YouTube Boy quite a few times. It's also really weird listening to them talk about YouTubing as a career and how, like, they don't really seem to get it, which is surprising because they're not old. Like, they have to know that there's careers on the internet. It's not like this mystical, mythological beast anymore, this World Wide Web thing.
That's YouTube Boy off Commissioner Drive.
Just
YouTube
checked out
boy.
the bag there.
I mean, there's nothing to that. So it's,
We caught a homeless guy on the street that's hammered, and he's a multi-millionaire and multi-popular and super popular.
Like palm stuff. We're not doing this.
Kill 261 fighting one. Kill 261 fighting one. Stop resisting.
So they decide to arrest him for the possession of marijuana, and as they're going to put him in cuffs,
I'm not
he
sure if it's
tries
legal in the US or not. for
break
weed.
away. It doesn't
In Canada, you
go
are.
very far, but you can hear him say something that's just extremely sad, where he says he's tired of it all before they bring him to the ground. They also said that he was resisting with violence, claiming that he kicked them. I didn't really see that in the body cam because it looks like
Crazy
they kind
violence,
of
bro.
potato sacked him immediately. It's not like he got very far and he was already really unsteady on his feet, but that is part of this. I can't confirm or deny if there were any kicks being thrown.
Yeah, the
All I
super
know
drunk
is
guy.
that the
He kicked
trying
us
to
really
run
hard.
away was a terrible idea. Like, even if he was in, prime shape right now, not super fucked up, even if he had all the makings of a varsity athlete, he was still not going to get far there. They had already had his arms behind his back. Unless he had like an ender pearl to throw to get out of there. I think
ender
his
pearl
goose was
to
cooked
throw.
on that plan.
He's big on, well, used to be big on YouTube.
Oh, he used to be big playing Minecraft.
And my 5-year-old do
My 5-year-old do that.
made a lot of money. What did he do here? Say a friend dropped him off. But it doesn't make sense.
He likes
He's like currently big in Minecraft now.
No, he died off about a year and a half ago.
He made
Millions. I looked him up on YouTube before. You won't believe who it is. Sorry.
You won't believe who we
It's
got!
YouTube Boy.
I just find that so strange because it's not like this
We
is
got
some
a big
kind of, like,
haul!
oddball career. It's like the number one thing kids want to be these days is like a YouTuber and shit. Like, there's no
What it really just means is having a self-brand. That's what being a YouTuber means. It means having value to the name. Your name. That's really what being a YouTuber means. Like,
way they could be that in the dark on it, where they're acting
it's the same
like
as
such
just
a
being,
foreign
just call it
concept of
celebrity.
making
Just say that.
money online, playing
Celebrity.
video games. Now they're calling him YouTube Boy.
YouTube Boy. My
wacky,
5-year-old
zany
plays that.
alien creature.
Makes
I
millions
don't know,
off
it's just
these
very,
predatory
it's very surprising to me.
content.
This is just like it's Florida. They're not in like podunk middle of nowhere where they don't have internet access or something. I don't know. I just found
The amount of
that
disrespect is
behavior
crazy.
Very.
It's obviously based off classism. They're like, oh, we're police officers. We make near minimum wage protecting our cities or whatever. So if we see a multimillionaire, a YouTube boy, we gotta make fun of him while we arrest him for the serious crime of sleeping on the streets.
I suppose.
He's the one who ran through the game again.
Yeah.
The Jaguar game.
The Jag game.
In 2022, Pat and 2 others were arrested after one of them ran onto the field during a Jacksonville Jaguars football game. He received a withhold of adjudication and a sentence of 2 days in jail with 2 days credit for time served.
That I never heard of. That
I saw a
is
YouTube video on that.
Interesting plan. I have to imagine alcohol was involved with that decision making as well. Yikes.
You got resisting.
Yeah.
You're going to jail.
Again.
You can Minecraft that.
35-year-old Pat Thomas Julianell was formally charged with resisting an officer with violence, as well as possession of marijuana under 20 grams. In 2024, he was declared indigent, meaning a determination was made that he couldn't afford a private attorney, and he was appointed a public defender.
This part actually shocked me. Like a child watching the Pokemon movie for the first time when Ash
afford
gets turned
a
to
lawyer.
stone, I had my jaw on the floor here. That he would be declared indigent and unable to afford a private attorney. He did undoubtedly make millions of dollars from his career on YouTube.
What the hell?
That is a fact. Making Minecraft content being
Yeah,
the size he
17
was, he
million
definitely did make
subscribers. What do you
millions.
mean he can't afford
To
a
have
lawyer?
no money left to afford an attorney is mind-boggling. That's just tragic. And I know that happens a lot where
Jesus.
a superstar pisses away all.
Yeah, like Mike Tyson, like, if you're not financially smart, doesn't matter if you're, like, the biggest star and all, you can burn through your money very, very fast. Mike Tyson went bankrupt a couple times, I believe, even though he was the biggest in his prime of his days. If you're not smart with your money...
in a very short amount of time, but that
Yikes.
is an unbelievable amount of money to somehow not have access to at all anymore. It's just all gone. All just dried
Like, there's
up.
stories of, like, NBA
Holy
stars
shit.
just burning
He
up their
initially
money.
entered a plea of
Young
not guilty,
athletes who
but
aren't
later
financially
accepted a plea
educated
deal on November
completely
20th,
spend their money on
2024,
liabilities,
to the Police
liabilities.
Memorial Fund and write an apology
Pleasure
to the
buys
officer
and
he
shit like that.
assaulted. However, on January 8th, 2025, he was found to have violated his probation due to substance-related issues after failing a drug test on December 20th, 2024. Pat claimed he was given a pill at a party several days earlier and didn't realize what was in it.
After the plea deal, he had some of the charges dropped and had some stipulations and probation, which he did subsequently violate after he claims he got served a pill at a party and didn't know what was in it. So it's not like things have been looking up for him. It's not like he's, getting the help he needs. He is still very much struggling with it. And even to this day, it seems, is still having problems with
Don't do drugs, kids. End of the story.
law
Don't do
and having
drugs.
problems with drugs and alcohol.
This violation led to a
Doesn't
warrant
matter
for
if
his
you're a
arrest
multi-million
issued on
subscriber. Doesn't
January
matter who
10th,
you are. Doesn't matter if you're
On
homeless or
February
the
2nd,
richest man on earth. Don't do
2025,
drugs.
Police responded to Pat's home address in reference to a mentally ill person, where he then was arrested for the active warrant. His probation was subsequently modified to include GPS monitoring and completion of an inpatient treatment program. On May 12, 2025, a warrant was issued for his arrest due to a second violation of probation, when
Right,
he
he's got the
submitted a urine
mugshot and
sample which
everything.
tested positive for marijuana and alcohol.
He's got the mugshot.
Yeah,
and
so it is
everything in the
still an
corner.
ongoing issue because it's ruining his life. His life has been circling the drain, it seems, and it's fucking rough to see.
Rating absolute 0 out of 0 for Pat. Absolute negative 0 out of 0 for the police officers. If you guys like this type of content, subscribe. See you guys for more. I did not want to make this type of YouTube video.